observation reports in DOB Now safety for parking structures. So we're going to go through a step-by-step guide that I'm going to show you how to get to on our website so that you will always have it. And I'm going to do a demonstration in the system so that you can see it in action. There is a Q&A feature in this webinar, so you're welcome to go into the Q&A while I'm doing the demonstration and put your questions in there. And at the end, this is a small enough group that we should be able to have you raise your hand at the end and ask any questions if that's something that you need to do. So we will save the raising the hand and answering the questions out loud for the end of the training, but throughout you can feel free to use that Q&A feature, and there will be, there are plenty of staff on the call as well who can help to answer those questions while I'm doing the demonstration. All right, so we're going to get started. The first thing is that, so from the DOB Now homepage, hopefully you all know this short link is nyc.gov/DOBnow. When you are here, there is an icon for DOB Now safety, and under that icon, there is a link here for resources. And if you click on that link, it'll take you to our resources page. And we do have a specific resources page for parking structures. And when you click on that, we did add this guide as one of the step-by-step guides. And that's what I'm going to be going through in this training. So if you wanted to navigate over to that site right now and pull up this guide, please go ahead and do that. So I just wanted to give a little bit of a background on this. So there was a service notice that was posted that gives the details about which parking structures need to have this initial observation report submitted. So this is folks in subcycle 1B, parking structures in subcycle 1B and subcycle 1C that are able to enter the observation reports. Those that are in subcycle 1A, they cannot enter an initial observation report because they're supposed to have already submitted a periodic inspection of parking structure report, a PIPS report. So the reports that we're talking about today are these ones that 1C has to submit and folks in 1B can submit if they have not already submitted their PIPS report. And the deadline to do this is August 1st of this year. August 1st, 2024 is when all of these required initial observation reports have to be submitted. Just as an overview, there are two roles to submitting this report in DOB Now. The first is the Qualified Parking Structure Inspector, the QPSI, and then the owner of the parking structure. So the QPSI is the one that creates the submission, enters the owner's email address, completes the questionnaire, signs, and submits the report, which is all done in DOB Now. And it's the owner that also has to give their email address and has to have an e-filing account, and that is entered by the QPSI, and then the owner is the one that goes in and also signs the report before it's submitted. Another thing I wanted to note is that each parking structure needs an ID number, and if it doesn't already have an ID number, that can be requested in DOB Now as well, in DOB Now Safety. And another thing is that initial observation reports, there's no limit to how many that can be submitted. So if you go and submit a report and then you decide later on that you actually need to make a change to it, you can't change the one that was submitted. Once it's submitted, DOB has it and it can't be changed. But what you could do is submit another initial observation report because there is not a limit to that. And then if there are lots of, you know, if you have a report in pre-filing and you didn't submit it and you wanted to delete it, you can delete it up until you submit it to the Department of Buildings. So once it's submitted, you can't change it, but before that, it can be deleted from the dashboard, and I will show you how to do that as well. I also, in this guide, give a bunch of helpful links. The parking structures page on our website has lots of information if you need any of that. There's also an FAQ about the PIPS reports, a list of active QPSIs, how to become a QPSI, and then that link to that page that I just showed you, which has all of the guides and trainings on there. We are also recording this training and we'll provide that link on the website as soon as it's available. with that, we are going to go into the system. So I am logging in right now as a QPSI because that's the person who has to prepare the report. I'm going to select safety and then parking structures. Safety and then parking structures. And this is going live on Monday. So if you log in right now, you're not going to see this, but as of Monday, you will see this new button here that's plus initial observation. And that's where we're going to create the reports. If you want to see a report that has already been created or submitted, pre-filing submitted, whatever the case may be, if you have any of those, you can click on this tab down here and it will show you anything that you have worked on. But in order to do a new one, we're going to select plus initial observation. So I'm going to do that here. And the first thing that I need to do is find my parking structure ID. And I can search if I know the ID, if I know the bin, or if I know the address. In this case, I'm going to put in the address. And I'm going to click search and add, and it will pull up for me the parking structure, and I can then add it to this report. So this is the one I'm going to be doing the report for. All right, so let's say, well, let me go back. I wanted to show you. Let's say I do one that is not in the cycle, that I can't submit them. So I'm putting in one right now that's in one of the Manhattan community boards that does not, that would require you to do a PIPS report rather than this initial inspection report. So I go here, and then when I try to add it, it's going to stop me. So I just wanted to let you know that there are system stops in there so that you are only submitting this initial observation report for parking structures that allow you to do that. So this one is in subcycle A, and it's telling you that you need to go back to the dashboard and do a PIPS report because you can't do the initial observation report. All right, but what I am going to do is do that report for the one that I said is eligible. So I search, I select it, and I add it. All right. Everything that is in gray, I cannot change. That is pulling from my e-filing account that I used to log in, and that's not information that I can change. But what I do need to update is anything that's in white. So it's populating for me that I'm a PE. I do need to put in a mobile phone number if it's not, one is not already associated with your e-filing account. If it didn't populate, you'll need to put that. You can also select, you also need to select your business name, and it populated my business telephone, but if it wasn't there, I would have to put something in there. So everything with a red asterisk is required. Everything that's grayed out, I cannot change. Everything that's in white, I do need to enter some information. Yeah, okay. So then once that is done for the QPSI, this is who I am logged in, I also need to add the email address of an owner. And so, yeah. So I'm putting in that owner's email address that's associated with their e-filing account. They already need to have an e-filing account so they can give you this email address to enter in. You are selecting the owner type, which is just informational. It does not trigger anything in this case. And you have to make sure that all the fields are filled out. So if there was no mobile phone there, if there was no business telephone there, then I would need to enter it. So anything that's in white, I do need to enter. All right, and so once that information is all entered, that takes me to the questionnaire. So these are, I'm gonna zoom this in so that I can make sure everybody can see it well. So these are the observation questions. They all need to be answered, and once the QPSI enters this and saves it, when the owner logs in, they cannot change the answers to these. So you as the QPSI are entering this information, saving it, and that's what the owner is able to see, but they won't be able to make any edits to this. If you have identified any unsafe conditions, you need to submit that notification that you have to notify the department. And you do that through DOB Now Safety. You go back to the dashboard, and there is an option to be able to submit notifications. So you would do that in DOB Now Safety, but then you also are required to call 311 and report it. So just allow a little informational there about what happens when you select here. If you select yes to these two, the notification and the call to 311 should have already happened. And so I'm answering all of those questions. So they're all required. They all need to be filled in some way. Yeah, so then once I do this, I filled out this entire page. I'm going to select Save. And that will take me to the Documents section. This is not required. You do not have to upload any document, but if you wanted to, that option is available here. But it's not required, as I mentioned. And then you go to Statements and Signatures. So as the QPSI, I am the applicant. So I click this box here, and then I save. Once I've saved, then the owner needs to come in and do this. So I am now going to sign out, and I'm going to go back in as the owner. And go back in. So when I'm the owner, I'm logging in. I have to do the same thing. I have to go to Safety, Parking Structures, here at the bottom. And then it will take me to the dashboard. Anything that I have been identified as the owner with my email address will show on my dashboard, but I need to go here to Initial Observation to see the initial observation that I'm trying to do right now. So I know that I am coming in here to do my signature on an initial observation, so that's the tab I need to go to. And this top report right here is the one that I just did. So I'm going to double click and open it. That takes me into the report. I can see what the QPSI has entered. I cannot change any of this information, but I can see it. I go to the Statements and Signatures, and I check the box as the owner, and then I click Save. And that's all the owner has to do. They have to click this box, and they have to click Save, and then it's back to the QPSI for them to submit. So now I'm logging back in as a QPSI, and I go to Parking Structures, I go back to my dashboard, and I reopen this file again. I double click on it to open it. All right, so I'm back in here as the QPSI. All of this information has been filled out. I can check the Statements and Signatures to make sure that the owner has signed, I have signed. And so that's all that I need to do. So now I'm able to submit it. And to do that, I previewed a file right here. And it will give me a view of the filing so I can review it before I submit. So I need to review each page. So there are 4 pages in here, and I need to scroll through and view each page before it will let me sign. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4. I see everything. If I needed to, whoops, I think actually because I'm zoomed in, it's not showing it quite great. There we go. If I wanted to return to the filing and make any changes, I could do that if I decided that the information that I had entered was not exactly what I wanted. But if I'm good, I get to the last page here, page 404, and then I click this box right here. This is me as the QPSI saying that I'm going to submit it. I'm all good. And once I click File, it is sent to the Department of Buildings. It is submitted. That's the last step. There is the Department of Buildings receives it, but there's nothing else that needs to happen on your end. There's no back and forth that happens. You're just submitting the report. There's no fee to submit it. It's just these steps submitted, and now the Department of Buildings has it. You can view the filing here. There's buttons over here. You can click this button, and it will pull up a PDF of the filing. So if you needed a copy of it for a reason, you can see it there. But you can also see it without logging into the system. So if you needed to go back and see any of these reports, you can log in, of course, and see it from your dashboard if you're associated with it. But if you're not, or you just want to see it without logging into DOB Now, this is our public portal. And if you search by the address, the block and lot, the bin, any of those, so I'm going to go into the address, And this is going to take me to a property profile page. At the bottom of this page, there is a section here for the safety filings. So this is where they live. There is a drop down here for parking structures. And that will take me to a screen where I can see everything that has been submitted as a parking structure for this property. And there is an initial observation tab here. And the report that I just submitted is here, and you can see all of this information that it was submitted. Oh, I think there was another tab. Yeah, oh, and if there were any documents. So this is how you can verify that it was submitted. It shows the status as submitted. Oh, and that was the last thing that I wanted to show you. So as I mentioned, once it's submitted, you can't make any changes to it. But if you had, I'm logged back in as a QPSI, if you had a bunch of reports and you did not want to, if one was in pre-filing, it hadn't been submitted yet, and you wanted to get rid of it, you can do that here by selecting delete. So they can be deleted if they haven't been submitted. And that's how you do it from here. All right, so I think that about covers it. We submitted a report. We had the owner sign it. We submitted it to DOB, and then we were able to search for it in the public portal without logging in. And there's also a way to come in here and print a PDF of it if you needed that as well. All right, so we can open it up